where you were. We got you on video. You just somebody, you 18 and you scared.
Show me I'm on video, sir, please.
We will. We will.
Devin Johnson thought he'd gotten away with murder. For 2 months, the 18-year-old moved like a ghost through South Carolina, ditching his car, tossing his phone, vanishing into thin air after a broad daylight shooting at a car wash left 21-year-old Tyshawn Smalls bleeding out in a Sonic parking lot. No witnesses came forward. No one snitched. Devin had his alibi locked down tight. Connecticut, family funeral. Impossible to place him at the scene. He probably smiled when he saw the news, knowing the cops had nothing. But here's the thing about running from the law. The people closest to you either ride or fold. And when detectives finally tracked down Devin's mother, she made a choice. She told them everything.
Hey, Devin. I spoke to your mother just now, and I spoke to her not too long after we identified you. I can tell you her answer today is the same answer that she gave before. Now, initially she hesitated because I think she was going to lie for you. But your mama is not going to put herself in a position, because I would charge her. Because what she told me then, and what she has clarified for me again today, was that after that happened, she did not know where you were, and that she was concerned for your safety. She hadn't heard from you.
Okay, and
So that whole... No, what you have said was that she knew you were in Connecticut. And
after the fact that I told her.
And she didn't. She says that she did not know that you were in Connecticut at that time. She said it to me 2 or 3 days after this happened, after we identified you, and I called your mama, and she said it to me again today, because she knows that she is not going to be able to lie after I have her original phone call recorded. I promise you, not that I would want to, but she would end up being charged as well. I would not put your mom in that position. I would hope that you would not put your mom in that position. Hey, Devin, I mean, I'll tell you now, I'm ready. He can go.
Yeah,
he can stay
I was
there
going
for
to
as
ask
long as he wants.
you gave me parole for DJJ. You gave me Priscilla, right?
Before we go any further, if you believe killers like Devin should face justice, please hit that subscribe button. It only takes a second. To understand how this all went sideways, you need to know who these two men were. Devin Johnson was 18 years old, originally from Loris, South Carolina. By the time police caught up with him, he was listed as homeless in court records. He'd been living with his girlfriend Tenica Elmore in Orangeburg, trying to stay under the radar. Devin had a 6-year-old daughter and a mother who worried about him constantly, but he wasn't living a quiet life. He was caught up in illegal dealings, supplying others across the area. One of those dealers was 21-year-old Tyshawn Smalls from Myrtle Beach. Tyshawn worked with a guy named Robert Holmes, moving product on the streets and making decent money. They got their supply from Devin. Business was business, until it wasn't. Somewhere along the way, Tyshawn took about $1,000 worth of product from Devin without paying up front. In the streets, that's a problem. You don't short your supplier. According to Robert Holmes, Tyshawn eventually paid Devin back in full. They thought everything was settled. Handshake, done deal, move on. But Devin didn't see it that way. He stayed mad. He didn't let it go. About a week before the shooting, people started noticing Devin asking questions. Where's Tyshawn? You seen him around? What's he been up to? He was hunting. This wasn't about the money anymore. Tyshawn had paid the debt, but Devin felt disrespected. In his mind, taking that product in the first place was a violation, and violations don't get forgotten. They get answered. September 22nd, 2022, Devin decided it was time to answer. On September 22nd, 2022, at about 1:50 in the afternoon, Tyshawn Smalls pulled into the Bay Road car wash near Highway 707 in Socastee, South Carolina. It was a Thursday, middle of the day, people everywhere. He probably didn't think twice about it. Minutes later, a blue 2008 Toyota Camry rolled into the parking lot. The car stood out because both passenger side hubcaps were missing. Security cameras from the nearby apartment complex caught everything. Two men got out of the Camry and walked toward Building C with purpose. No hesitation, no looking around. They knew exactly where they were going. Tyshawn was in the breezeway when they found him. What happened next occurred off camera, but the sound told the story. Gunshots cracked through the air, multiple rounds. People inside the apartments hit the floor. Others grabbed their phones and dialed 911. Seconds after the shots stopped, the two men came running back into view. They jumped into the blue Camry and tore out of the parking lot, tires screeching. The whole thing took less than a minute. Tyshawn didn't drop where he was shot. Someone he knew managed to get him into a car and drove him to the nearest place they could think of. A Sonic drive-in on Highway 707, just down the road. By the time they got there, Tyshawn was in bad shape. Blood everywhere, barely conscious. Someone called for help. Paramedics arrived and rushed him to Grand Strand Medical Center. Doctors did everything they could, but the damage was too severe. At 2:45 p.m., less than an hour after the shooting, Tyshawn Smalls was pronounced dead. He was 21 years old. His mother got the call no parent should ever receive. A community that had seen too much violence demanded answers. Horry County detectives went straight to work on the surveillance footage. The blue Camry with the missing hubcaps was their first real lead. They ran the partial plate and got a hit. The car belonged to Tenica Elmore, a woman living in Orangeburg. When they dug into her background, a name came up, Devin Johnson, her boyfriend. License plate readers across South Carolina started pinging. That same night at 8:30 p.m., the Camry passed through Gaffney, heading toward Columbia. Devin wasn't sticking around. He knew what he'd done. Detectives pulled footage from a gas station later that evening. The driver stepped out wearing a white tank top and dark pants. They compared it to the apartment complex footage from earlier that day. Same outfit, same build, same guy. It was Devin. Then came the evidence that sealed it. At the crime scene, investigators found an unfired 9mm bullet in a drawer. They lifted a fingerprint off it, ran it through the system. Match. Devin Lee Johnson. By October 2022, police had enough. They issued a warrant for his arrest and labeled him armed and dangerous. His face went out across the state. Tips started coming in, but Devin stayed ahead of them. He bounced between cities, avoided cameras, kept his head down. For nearly a month, he was a ghost. But you can't run forever. On November 11th, 2022, detectives finally caught up with him. Devin Johnson was taken into custody and booked into the J. Reuben Long Detention Center. No more running, no more hiding. Now he had to sit across from detectives and explain how all that evidence with his name on it ended up at a murder scene. If this story is making your blood boil, go ahead and drop a like right now. Unless you're cool with guys like Devin thinking they can just walk away from taking a life. When Devin sat down in that interrogation room, he looked relaxed, arms crossed, leaning back in his chair. He'd had 2 months to get his story straight, and he was ready. The detectives laid out the charges: murder, possession of a weapon during a violent crime. Devin didn't flinch. "I wasn't even in South Carolina," he said. "I was in Connecticut. My grandfather died on the 23rd. His funeral was on the 7th. I was up there handling family business." The detectives exchanged looks. One of them slid a folder across the table. "We got your car on video at the scene. Blue Camry, missing both passenger side hubcaps. Does that ring a bell?"
The reason you're down here today is because you've been charged with murder, okay, of Tyshawn Smalls. I don't know if you heard us talking or anything out there, but I'd like to get your side of the story because you really don't have no history. You don't come off to me as a murderer, a killer, out like for hire or anything. I'm trying to figure out that afternoon if things escalated.
I'm trying to figure out just what's going on, for one in general, because I don't know.
Well, you were supposed to be meeting him to fight, in my understanding. He challenged you to a fight, told you to meet you at the car wash, and then you pull in your car, you put the passenger side window down, you don't have the right angle when you're leaving, and then you have to put the passenger side rear window down, and you fire through the passenger side rear window.
And when did this happen?
Give me the date. On September 22nd, 2022. Car wash, the old car wash there on Bay Road.
Okay, so I wasn't even in South Carolina. The 20th, I was already gone. My grandfather died on the 23rd. His funeral was on the 7th. So,
okay.
Tell me.
Well, I got your car. I got you,
Yeah.
and I got Baby Hennessy's phone in that damn parking spot. That's where they at. Now,
Okay.
so what you're trying to tell me is Baby Hennessy took your car? Is that what you're telling me?
I didn't say none of that. I'm just saying that where I was.
I know where you were. We got you on video. We've been hunting you since then. As soon as we could ID that driver,
So
what I want to know, though, I already know what happened. I know it was you, and I know you were there. What I want to know is, was it intentional for trying to kill him, or were you just trying to scare him off because of Baby Hennessy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got proof of where you're at too.
Yeah.
Because there's cameras everywhere. Got your car pulling in the parking lot. Were you in the car? Got the car pulling out of the parking lot. Okay, and you shooting. So enough of the BS. Just we want to know why. Why you?
And if you wanted to kill
you can't
him,
deny you were there because we all know you were there.
Yeah, I don't. Because I told you where I was.
Okay.
Show me.
Show
me I was there.
we're going to show you that in the trial. In about a year and a half is when you'll see that. That's about how long it's going to take to get you to trial, on average. Okay, so you want to play around, you're going to find out.
You know,
we're trying to give you a
there's
chance.
cameras every place you go. Every place you go. There's plate readers every place you go. We track your plate, we track you. We know where you are. The shit you see on TV, facial recognition, all that shit, it's true. It really works. It's unbelievable. You cannot do anything without being followed.
And, I mean, you drove out to Columbia right afterwards. We got you on the license plate readers. Leaving that night at 8:30 that night, you passed Galvin's Ferry.
So I want to know, like I just told you, I'm not from here, so why would I be in Columbia? Like,
Because you was on the run. You just murdered somebody. You 18 and you scared.
No, you don't. I just told you where I was and what was going on around that time.
So you've been on the run all this time when you had an alibi, is what you telling me?
I told you where I was. My grandfather passed away on the 23rd. His funeral was on the 7th. I was in Connecticut.
So we must have the wrong car then.
Yeah.
And the wrong person.
No,
and the wrong Baby Hennessy. Right.
Okay.
I mean, is that wrong too? Were you your baby daddy? I mean, she's carrying your child, isn't she? You don't know?
Females do wild stuff, brother. Man, I used to talk to that girl. I don't talk to her, so.
Tell me what happened.
I did. I told you exactly where I was.
You was in
exactly
Connecticut.
Where I was.
You were in Connecticut. How'd you get there?
My friend came and got me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Who's your friend?
I don't have to tell you all that. I really
It's
don't.
your alibi, dude. It's your alibi. Give me his
up.
name. Let me run the tag readers from here up to Connecticut because they're all over the place, everywhere on the highway. How'd you get there? You drove, right? He drove. What route did you take? Don't know or don't want to tell me?
I don't know. It's just a straight shot to Connecticut. I really don't know. I was asleep most of the ride anyway, so.
Well, I'll tell you, Galvin's Ferry, 501 to 95. 95 all the way up to the Jersey Turnpike. Take the Jersey Turnpike, cross George Washington Bridge. After you cross the George Washington Bridge, then you travel normally 95 until you get to, I think it's I-85 or I-80. I can't remember which route. But then you cut across towards Rhode Island. And then you cut up, and they've got a tag reader about every 3 or 4 miles. And if you'll give me his information, I'll get his tag and I'll check it and see. I'll watch the video and see if you're in the car. I'll be the first one to go tell the judge I'm wrong.
I don't know the car. It wasn't his car. It was a family member car. I don't know.
Well, we can find that out, can't we? We call.
Yes, sure. I can.
Let's clarify your alibi.
I don't know,
But the reason you can't do that is because there ain't no alibi. You were there. The phone you've been using was there. You're on video.
Female phone. So show me I'm on video, sir, please.
We will. We will. When it comes time to trial, or your lawyer wants it, then we'll go ahead and do it.
Where is your car anyway?
Can you tell me where my car? Where is my car?
Where is it?
Where you
You're
tell me where my car is?
You're not worried about your car?
I've been wanting to know where my car was, cause like I said.
But you never filed a police report, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know my car was gone. I didn't know where the hell my car was. I was in Connecticut. What are you talking about? I just told you that.
Where'd you park your car last?
What's it called? I think it's called Gale Acres. I think I left
Where's
that.
that?
It's like this little what's in it? Cause I ain't gonna lie, me and my mother was not living in the house we was. We
When'd
had
you
moved
park
out
it
that
there?
house. You said when did I park it
Yeah.
there? Right before I left. What you mean? I was asleep. I used to stay in my car.
You slept in your car?
Yeah, I was staying in my car, and I had left my car there.
The
So I
pile
don't-
of search warrants on all these phones. God knows how many phones I've got now that we've done what they call CDRs on, and got locations. Okay, and it's showing the phone you were using there as well at the exact same time when this occurred, along with the video with your car. And then we get a hit on the car in Columbia. We go up there, me and him, and we find the car with bullet holes from the inside out.
Okay. So you telling me that as in what?
I'm telling you what we got. And all I wanted to know was this an accident? Did we know what happened? We want to know, was this...
I don't know what happened because I just told you I was in there. Yeah, I keep telling me I'm there.
I'm going to go take a walk for a minute. Hang out for a little bit.
Devin's case dragged on for years. His first conviction got reversed on appeal. A retrial was set for April 2024. It looked like the whole thing was going to play out in court all over again. But days before the third trial was supposed to start, something changed. On April 11th, 2024, Devin Johnson stood before Judge Alex Hyman and pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter. No more trials, no more appeals. He admitted it. Judge Hyman handed down the sentence, 20 years in prison. Under South Carolina law, Devin has to serve at least 85% of that, 17 years, before he's even eligible for parole. He was 18 when he pulled the trigger. He'll be pushing 40 when he gets out. Tyshawn Smalls never made it past 21. His family buried him in September 2022. Devin's mother watched her only son get led out of the courtroom in handcuffs, knowing she'd done the right thing even though it tore her apart. All of this, the shooting, the manhunt, the trials, the 2 decades in prison, started over $1,000 illegal product debt. Tyshawn had paid it back. The money was settled. But Devin couldn't let go of feeling disrespected. Pride turned into rage. Rage turned into bullets. And now 2 families are living with consequences that will never go away. One young man is dead. Another will spend the best years of his life behind bars. That's the real cost of refusing to walk away. If stories like this matter to you, make sure to subscribe so you never miss the next one. There's something to learn from every case we cover. And don't stop here. Click the video on your screen right now.